Hello everybody, my name is David. Welcome to the Q&A Mondays. I want to welcome new subscribers to the channel. Thank you very much for subscribing. This is a question and answer video. I'm answering people's questions from the last question and answer video from last Monday. If you guys have any questions you want to ask me, make sure you ask me on the very last Q&A video from the last Monday, which would be this one, this week. Go down in the comment section, ask me anything you want. I'll answer them in the next question and answer video, next Monday. I like to make a recommendation every week. This time it is going to be another book, and it's an audio book. It's regular price $14.95. I've got a link for a free 30-day trial, free. It's for empaths. I get lots of questions about empaths from empaths. So this book is called Empath, Self-Discovery, Simple Strategies on How to Help Nurture Your Highly Sensitive Self for Emotional Healing and Personal Growth. It's by Jean Orloff Tierney, narrated by Dr. Michelle Carabache. So it looks good. I haven't read it. It's got 5 stars, 5 out of 5 stars. It's highly recommended. Lots of good feedback, so I thought I'd recommend it for you guys who are interested in that. And so let's get started with the first question from Sean in UK, Sweden, and Canada. Sean's global, worldwide. You are spot on. Your work aligns with that of Sherry Schreiber, but she has given up the constant attacks from BPDs playing the victim and hating her exposing their behavior. How do you deal with the BPD community attacking you? Thanks, Sean. And thanks for your question. When you're asking this, I wasn't sure if you're talking about the people that are smearing me, all led by one channel, who's clearly disordered, and the people following her seem like borderlines, or if you're talking about like my videos I make about borderline personality disorder and I get a lot of negative feedback from borderlines. Either way, thanks for asking. How do I deal with it? Well, it's just, all of this is just understanding. It's clear understanding. When someone hurts your feelings, especially someone you don't know is hurting your feelings, there's some, you got to really see what's going on. You know, if you have enough confidence about yourself, you're not too worried about what people think. You have somebody who's being nasty, and negative, and hateful, and threatening, stuff like this. There's something wrong with them. They're going through stuff, and I try to let it bounce off me. You know, I have a rule in my life. I try not to take anything too personal. Whether someone's giving me, you know, love bombing and so many compliments, I try not to take it too personal. And any kind of hate, negative name calling, also I try not to take it too personal. Not saying it's extremely easy. It's still difficult, but that is the challenge I face doing the videos that I do. I understand that. So thanks for asking. David from Youngstown, Ohio. Hello, David. She says she hasn't touched him in 7 years. Why he let her stay there? What purpose he has or have benefit? He know about me too. I talked to him. I can't believe I fell for her games. So I think you're asking the person you were involved with was committed to someone else, and why did he put up with that? And you know, it's not his fault that she's abusing him, but you're right, it's his fault that he's choosing to stay. And a lot of this stuff, you know, doesn't happen overnight, David. This stuff it creeps into your life. Little inappropriate behaviors at a time, little bits. You know, someone who is highly disordered and they start a relationship with you, they give you a little bit of inappropriate behavior, and if you overlook it, then you get more. If you call them out on it, they back off. They wait, and then they give you more. And then there's more, and there's more. And as you accept this little bits of this type of behavior, it gets easier and easier until one day they're a monster, and you're just like, how in the hell am I still with them? So, you know, I mean, maybe this guy has seen this his whole life in his childhood, and maybe he has lots of shame and feels like a bad person and deserves it. It's sad, very sad. We need to take care of our mental health, and we can't let people do that to us. MN Girl from Ontario, Canada. Hello. Thank you for all the hard work you do in providing information and helping all of us heal from this. You're welcome. Thank you for telling me. Can you give details on the traits you would see in friends as everyone talks about the love relationships? Thank you. So I believe it, I might be wrong if I'm wrong. Oh, and that's another thing, guys. I answer your question wrong. I miss your question. I misunderstand it. You don't understand my answer. Ask me again and again and again until you get it. I don't mind. I don't mind the repetitiveness. So I think you are asking, I always talk about traits that you would see in relationships, so I think you're trying to say, like, what are red flags with friends? Something like that. And my whole thing is we didn't see these red flags, or they weren't profound to us, as profound, as big as they should have been, because of how we feel, maybe what we're conditioned to, used to. Maybe we're used to fighting and fighting and fighting. Maybe we're used to hitting. Maybe, whatever that is, whatever you've been subjected to and conditioned to and used to seeing growing up, maybe, okay? So try to think back at those love relationships you've had where there were red flags and you ignored them. Try to realize that they were there and that they were in front of you, and you felt some of them, you saw some of them, you ignored some of them didn't seem a big of a deal to you. And realize that as long as you're in tune with your emotions and you give yourself everything you need, so you're happy and healthy, red flags are huge. Bad behavior, unhealthy behavior is too hard to ignore. So if you want to worry about seeing this kind of bad behavior, unhealthy, toxic behavior in people, then you just become really healthy. Then it's really easy to identify. As we are unhealthy, then unhealthy behavior in others is harder to identify. As we become healthier, unhealthy behavior is easier to identify. I hope that makes sense. We can't always see. We can't always know. Right? But people make us feel a certain way when we're around them. And this kind of uncomfortable, uneasiness, unsure, doubt, things like this need to be addressed, not ignored. We don't talk ourselves out of it with someone that we don't even know. Okay? And if we're not sure, we step back. We observe our relationship from another perspective. And if we need to, we get another person's perspective entirely on it as well. I hope that makes sense. Some real obvious things is, instead of you focusing on negative, find out what kind of things are important to you in your life. Integrity, honesty, principles, loyalty. Figure out what's important to you and make sure that the people in your life have importance in those things too. Right? If integrity is important to you, then other people in your life around you should have a lot of importance on integrity as well. And that will help you have integrity in your relationships with these people. If integrity is not important to other people, but it's important to you, it's hard to hold that. It's hard to keep that integrity while you have relationships with people that don't care about it. Hope that makes sense. And people can lie, but you hold them to it. If people want to fake good things forever, good. I hope that makes sense. Ask me your questions if it doesn't. Thanks. SunGirl99. I'm not sure where you are. Please give us your locations, please. I wondering if I should move to another town after the person discarded me. So that's actually a common question I get a lot. A lot of us, after we've been victimized and the relationship ends, we focus on a lot of what we should do now. We still put a lot of importance in the other person and their opinions. So a lot of times we feel like some of the things that we might do or should do or being told that we should do, it appears like we're weak to them. And I don't know if that's what you're saying. I just wanted to address that. It's very important that we don't put importance on what they think and their opinion, and we don't make choices based on that. We do what's best for us. I can't, and you said, I want to move to another town. So I can't answer that for you. I can't tell you if you should move. That's up to you if you think that you need to. Something about CPTSDs. We've got bad memories with very strong emotion attached to them. We see things and hear things and smell things that trigger these memories. And being in the same environment can do that to you. And it can very much help you to change your environment. One thing we don't want to do is run from our problems, right? And that's what we get concerned about when we say, am I moving to run from my problems? Because we all know that our problems follow us, you know. So be aware of that, but environment can greatly help. Think about, this major relationship in your life with this person who is a big, big part of your life is now gone. And we focus on that a lot, and our brain has been built to be in this relationship. So as we do new things in new places, new surroundings, our brain focuses on that more and not that so much. So heal from that, learn from it, do what you need to do, and if you feel living somewhere else will help you be a little happier, do it. But this is about you. This is your decision and what's best for you, and nobody else can help you with that. Nobody else can decide that for you. But I hope I offered a couple of good pointers for you. Thank you. Shell from Chicago, hello. Hi, David. Have you witnessed the narcissistic stare? I've seen it twice in my ex. His eyes were wide open, non-blinking, intensely fixated and dilated. Has anyone else seen that? Yeah, I made a video about the narcissistic stare a long time ago. And there's plenty of videos out there about people, other people have made about the narcissistic stare. There's so many things I could sit and go off and off about the narcissistic stare. But I think rage and fear and also dissociation. So a lot of people with personality disorders tend to dissociate more than other people. And when you see someone dissociating, they're real blank. They're real blank. And they'll come out of this or get their nervous system back online by throwing themselves into a rage, because anger is a powerful emotion. It makes them feel again. Frustrated, spoiled little children that don't get their way. And they use anger and fear. That's what worked for them as children. So, I hope that makes sense why that stare kind of looks like that. I think a lot of it's dissociation, a lot of it's fear, things like that. David, I question on videos on narcissist women in her mid-50s. They get worse or they run out options? Thank you. I think you're asking me, would a narcissistic woman in her mid-50s get worse or run out of options? I don't know what run out of options means. So let me just say that people with personality disorders and narcissistic personality disorder tend to, I don't know if getting better is the right word, but they tend to kind of mellow out. Tend to, not all. Okay, this is about extreme behaviors. This extreme behavior is why they're personality disordered. And a lot of this is, hormones make us do things. They're very impulsive people. A lot of this stuff tends to mellow out. They might not play as many games, maybe not lie as much, stuff like that. That's just typical. As they're very much more extreme, higher on that spectrum, they may get closer to psychosis. They may cross that line more as they get older and talk to themselves and hallucinate. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Thanks, David. Jeannie. Jeannie, hello, Jeannie. My divorce papers are finally in. Why does it hurt so much? He treated me like dirt. Congratulations, Jeannie. And I know it doesn't feel like that because most people aren't happy about divorce, Jeannie. Even if that means that you're leaving a horrible marriage, even if that means everyone is telling you congratulations, even if that means, hey, Jeannie, everyone's saying this is the beginning of the rest of your life now, and you're just like, oh yeah, but what about all the life that I had up to this point? What does that all mean, right? In people's eyes, that's failure, isn't it? A failed relationship, a failed marriage. How much time, energy, money, thought, heartache did you put into that? Pretty invested. And he treated you like dirt, and it was traumatic, and it was shameful and guilty. I wouldn't think it would feel so great. I wouldn't expect it to, Jeannie. What I think some people are saying, and what I want to tell you is can be the beginning of the rest of your life. Do what you can, Jeannie, to make your past not hurt so much. Take care of that. Do what you got to do so it doesn't hurt so bad. Okay, so we don't have to look back all the time, so we can look forward at our life and make it how we want to. You have chances, you have options, Jeannie. Take your time and heal from your divorce. Just because it's final doesn't mean your relationship is all better and it's all, it feels all better. Okay, but divorce is a step in the right direction. Thanks, Jeannie. After months of a smear campaign, I barely survived that. Oh, I'm sorry. This is from Absy in Northampton, UK. Hello, Absy. After months of a smear campaign, I barely survived that. It's now started again. I have no more friends now because I went back. I told one of my good friends they shut the door on me. And there's more. And then here's another question. I've been no contact for over 4 months, and after 3 Hoover attempts, I went to see my ex-girlfriend, Narc. She cheated, discarded me on my birthday. She left me and was happy to see me, and it was nice catching up. I went to leave, and she mentioned the elephant in the room. I laughed because I thought she was about a film I've not heard. She changed, started telling me how great I think her new boyfriend is, his car business, etc. You felt really bad. Took you months to even start getting out of the house again. You went home and sent a text telling her you're sorry. She told you that the new supply had dumped her. Then she tells you he's been ringing her every night and wants her back. You said you can't understand and wished her well. She then texted you saying never contact her again. She's with a real man. That I should do everyone a favor and kill myself. This happened last Tuesday and I'm back at square one. I've started drinking after 23 years sober to numb the pain. Ouch. I'm sorry. Any advice? I thought I was okay, but I'm not now. I spent the last few months watching narcissist videos. A lot of work that needs to be done here. So you've had a drinking problem. You believe you're an alcoholic and you stayed sober 23 years. Good for you. Good for you. Seems like there was a lot of work that needed to be done. And this is why you're in these bad relationships. This is why your life is still unmanageable, even though you're not drinking anymore. Okay? Guys, if we're not in control of our behaviors or we're afraid of the choices we might make, and we can't make ourselves feel better, ask for help. Ask for help. You have to. There's a very rewarding thing that happens when you ask for help and you get the help you need and you do what you need to do to get better. Even though someone assisted you, you went and did that. You went and asked for help. If you paid for it, then you worked hard for that money. You are devoted, committed, and working hard towards the better mental health, your better mental health. I'm sorry this has happened, and I'm sorry it keeps happening. I'm sorry for how you feel right now. Ask for help. I hope, I'm glad you're on here. I'm glad you're watching. I'm glad you're asking questions. Have people in your life that care about this. I know that sounds easy, but what I'm saying is if you do have people in your life, try to tell them a little bit about this stuff. Don't tell them everything. Don't expect them to help you that much. They don't know how. They may not. But if obviously you shouldn't talk to this person anymore, and obviously this person doesn't care and keeps returning, and you keep failing yourself and going back and talking to her. So when we tell people around us what's going on and we say, please help me not do this behavior anymore, make these bad choices anymore, it's just that is holding us accountable. It's accountability. And if I smoke cigarettes and I want to quit smoking cigarettes, then I go around and tell my family, I tell my friends, I tell my teacher, my psychologist, my psychiatrist, I tell everyone, I quit smoking. And every time I see them, they ask me about it. They call me and they ask me, and if I want to smoke another cigarette, I know I've got to answer all these people. I made a commitment. Start taking your life much more serious, okay? Start doing a hell of a lot more work than just going to AA meetings or watching videos. Seriously. Yeah, there's a lot to learn. Start learning, reading, therapy, okay? Good luck. You're going to be fine. We just don't want to keep making these same mistakes over and over again. It's not serving you anymore. It's the same ones, right? So let's try to learn and understand what's going on completely, okay? Good luck. I'm sorry. I wish I could help you more, you know? There's so much. I talk about so much of things that you can do. Advice, everything is in my videos. I think I have 450 videos now. I've got playlists, guys. I've got playlists that are labeled content videos that has all narcissistic content. I've got videos about borderline. I've got videos about CPTSD, how to heal this, things you can do, a way to understand it, okay? So just keep working, keep working. If what you're doing isn't working, do something else. If you have a therapist for 2 years and it's not helping you, find a different therapist, okay? Thanks. Hi, Dave. This is David from Youngstown, Ohio. Hello, David. I was dating a woman and she is married. I never knew what a narcissist was. She says she has never slept with him for 7 years but won't divorce him. Went silent 2 weeks. In June almost, then to October. You gave dates here. You got a phone call, changed my number. She still got it. She put me down on Facebook. She blocked me, changed her number 2 times. How should I handle this? I'm very confused. And this is the same person, David. Yeah, get help, okay? Get help. Get some people to help you, hold you accountable, talk to you, understand, give you perspective, okay? She's a married woman. What should you do? Not talk to her. Not talk to her ever again. Just keep blocking her, not respond, not reply, not look. Not saying it's easy, you just ask me what you should do. If you can't do that on your own, get assistance. Okay, David, good luck. I'm sorry. Not much more I can tell you. Because you need help. You know, more than me just telling you. Okay? Good luck, David. Do it. Don't be scared. It's great. It's wonderful. It's amazing to have people care about you and help you out and work things out for you and take time for you. It's great. It's great. Okay, so that's the end of part 1, guys. Thank you very much. If you could help me so much, what I'm trying to do is to provide information that can benefit people who are being abused or people who need to recover from abuse. I'm just trying to get something out there for them to help them go in the right direction, to get the help they need. If you can help me by getting this information bigger and make it grow more, be more active. Vote, thumbs up, thumbs down, comment on it, share it, post it on things, okay? Thanks, everyone. I'll see you in part 2. Bye-bye.